Tanzania sits on one of the most important crossroads in Africa. Officially called the United Republic of Tanzania, it lies in East Africa, within the African Great Lakes region, and connects the interior of the continent to the Indian Ocean. Its borders touch Uganda, Kenya, Mozambique, Malawi, Zambia, Rwanda, Burundi, and the Democratic Republic of the Congo, giving it a central position between Eastern, Central, and Southern Africa. With an estimated population of about 67.5 million in 2024, Tanzania is also the most populous African country located entirely south of the equator. But Tanzania is not just large in population or land. Its story brings together ancient human origins, migration, colonial rule, island trade, national unity, linguistic diversity, and some of the most famous landscapes on Earth. To understand Tanzania, geography comes first. The country stretches from the Indian Ocean coast in the east to deep inland lakes in the north and west. Its eastern shoreline is hot, humid, and historically connected to ocean trade routes, while the interior includes plateaus, forests, mountains, and lake regions. This geography made Tanzania both a coastal gateway and an inland meeting point. Goods, people, languages, religions, and political influences moved through different parts of the country over centuries. The mainland became known historically as Tanganyika, while the Zanzibar archipelago developed its own identity offshore. Modern Tanzania is therefore not one simple geographic unit, but a union of coast, islands, highlands, lakes, and borderlands. That variety explains much of its culture, economy, politics, and global importance today. Tanzania is also deeply connected to the story of human origins. Many important hominid fossils have been found there, making the region significant for scientists studying early human evolution. Long before modern borders existed, the area saw repeated waves of migration and settlement. During the Stone and Bronze Ages, southern Cushitic-speaking peoples moved south from the region of present-day Ethiopia. Eastern Cushitic groups entered from areas north of Lake Turkana thousands of years ago. Southern Nilotic peoples, including groups related to the Datug, moved from the South Sudan-Ethiopia border region. Around similar periods, Mashariki Bantu communities settled near Lake Victoria and Lake Tanganyika. These movements helped create a complex human landscape, where language families, farming systems, herding traditions, and regional identities overlapped. This long history of migration helps explain why Tanzania is so diverse today. The country is home to about 120 ethnic, linguistic, and religious groups. Unlike countries where one group dominates national identity, Tanzania's population is spread across many communities with their own histories and local cultures. Yet Tanzania is often noted for having maintained a relatively strong sense of national cohesion. One reason is the role of Swahili as a shared national language. Instead of making ethnicity the main basis of public life, the modern state promoted a common language and national identity that could connect people across regions. This does not erase local differences, but it gives Tanzania a social bridge across its many communities, from the lakes to the coast and from the highlands to the islands. Language is one of Tanzania's defining features. More than 100 languages are spoken in the country, making it the most linguistically diverse country in East Africa. Tanzania does not have a de jure official language, meaning no single language is legally declared official in the strictest constitutional sense. But Swahili functions as the national language and plays a central role in public life, media, education, and national identity. English is also important, especially in foreign trade, diplomacy, higher courts, and secondary and higher education. In Zanzibar, Arabic is widely spoken as well, reflecting the island's long history as an Indian Ocean trading center influenced by Arab merchants and political power. Together, these languages show how Tanzania looks both inward to Africa and outward across the ocean. The Zanzibar archipelago is essential to Tanzania's story because it developed differently from the mainland. Located just offshore in the Indian Ocean, Zanzibar became a major trading center shaped by African, Arab, Persian, Indian, and later European influences. Its coastal position connected it to commerce across the Indian Ocean world, including trade in spices and other goods. This history explains why Arabic remains widely spoken there and why Islam has a strong presence on the islands. Zanzibar was also politically distinct during the colonial era, remaining a separate jurisdiction while the mainland was governed as Tanganyika. When people talk about Tanzania as a union, Zanzibar is not a footnote. It is one half of the political merger that created the modern state and one of the country's strongest cultural symbols. In the late 19th century, the mainland came under German rule as part of German East Africa. Like many colonial projects, this rule reorganized power, territory, labor, and administration around European interests rather than local political systems. After World War I, Germany lost its colonies, and the mainland came under British rule as Tanganyika. Zanzibar remained under a separate colonial arrangement, preserving the political distinction between island and mainland. These colonial boundaries and institutions shaped the modern state that followed. They influenced administration, education, infrastructure, and economic patterns. But they did not create Tanzania from nothing. Instead, colonial rule was layered onto much older societies, trade networks, migration histories, and local identities. Modern Tanzania emerged from both indigenous histories and the disruptive legacy of European empire. The modern United Republic of Tanzania was born through two independent stories coming together. Tanganyika gained independence in 1961, while Zanzibar gained independence in 1963. In 1964, the two entities merged to form the United Republic of Tanzania. The name itself combines Tanganyika and Zanzibar, symbolizing a political union between mainland and islands. Tanganyika had joined the British Commonwealth, and Tanzania remains a Commonwealth country today as a unified republic. This union gave the new country a unique structure, one national state, but with Zanzibar retaining a distinct identity and political significance. The merger also reflected a broader post-colonial moment in Africa, when newly independent states were trying to build unity, resist outside domination, and define national futures after decades of colonial rule. Today, Tanzania is a presidential constitutional republic. Its federal capital is located in Government City, Dodoma, a more central location chosen to represent the country beyond the coast. But the former capital, Dar es Salaam, remains hugely important. It is Tanzania's largest city, principal port, leading commercial center, and still home to many government offices. This creates a two-city political and economic reality. Dodoma symbolizes national administration and geographic centrality, while Dar es Salaam drives trade, transport, business, and urban life. Politically, Tanzania has been dominated for decades by Chama cha Mapinduzi, or CCM. Although the country has formal republican institutions, CCM's long rule has often made Tanzania function as a de facto one-party dominant state, shaping its political culture and continuity. Religion in Tanzania reflects the same pattern of diversity and connection. Christianity is the largest religion in the country, while Islam and traditional animist beliefs also have substantial followings. The religious map is not random. Coastal and island regions, especially Zanzibar, have long been shaped by Indian Ocean trade and Islamic influence. Inland areas have their own histories of local belief systems, missionary activity, and religious change. This mix means Tanzania is not defined by a single religious tradition. Instead, it contains communities shaped by churches, mosques, ancestral practices, and blended cultural identities. In a country with so many ethnic and linguistic groups, religion adds another layer to social life, but Tanzania's national identity has generally relied more on shared citizenship and Swahili than on religious uniformity. Tanzania's natural geography is world-famous. In the northeast, the land becomes mountainous and densely forested, and there stands Mount Kilimanjaro. Kilimanjaro is the highest mountain in Africa and the highest single freestanding mountain above sea level in the world. It is not just a scenic backdrop, it is a global symbol of Tanzania. The country also includes parts of 3 African Great Lakes, Lake Victoria, to the north, is Africa's largest lake. Lake Tanganyika, to the west, is the continent's deepest lake and is known for its unique fish species. Lake Malawi lies to the south. These lakes support ecosystems, livelihoods, transport routes, and regional connections. Along with forests, coasts, and mountains, they make Tanzania one of Africa's great environmental crossroads. Tourism is one of the clearest ways the world encounters Tanzania. The country is one of the most visited safari destinations, known for wildlife landscapes, iconic mountains, coastal waters, and island heritage. Zanzibar's Menai Bay Conservation Area is the archipelago's largest marine protected area, showing the importance of ocean ecosystems as well as land-based conservation. On the Colombo River at the border with Zambia, Colombo Falls is the second highest uninterrupted waterfall in Africa. Tanzania's international role also extends beyond tourism. It is a member of the United Nations, the Group of 77, the African Union, the East African Community, and the Non-Aligned Movement. In one country, Tanzania brings together ancient human history, post-colonial nation-building, linguistic diversity, strategic geography, and natural wonders that remain central to Africa's global image. If you found this helpful, please like this video and subscribe for more explainers.